Hello everyone, I am coming back and this isn't a mini vlog for insomnia or on insomnia. I'm actually quite drowsy, but this is my reflecting after baby has gone to sleep. The time now is 11 o'clock. So I'd like to talk about like advocating for your child, or like listening to your gut or motherly instincts or whatever you call it, and not giving up on your baby specifically. So if you guys remember, just a backstory, if you remember the last vlog or last like mini thing I was doing, I did mention that my baby was struggling with constipation. So beginning of baby's life, she was exclusively breastfeeding and she had absolutely no issues with being regular. Like she would poop multiple times a day. Yeah, if the longest she would go is maybe a day without pooping, but it was always soft, it was always good. I was happy. And then when she started eating, it was still good because I made her purees and I didn't buy anything like your porridges for Inestam or your purities. So she was having like strictly homemade vegetable and fruit purees, and I'd also mix my breast milk there. Then I don't know, maybe after I don't remember after how many months, but she started getting really constipated. And I think it was when she started eating porridges, because I eat porridge every day. Well, I used to. Our helper then started encouraging us to give her like your mabele, or to give her your maize porridges and stuff like that. That's when she started getting constipated. But I didn't notice because we were also starting to introduce a lot of other things into her diet at the same time. So she would get constipated, but we would give her milk of magnesia, which is I don't know if it's a laxative or something, but it helps baby go. So we'd give her that. Like she'd go constipated, maybe longest will be 3 days without having a poo. Then we'll give her milk of magnesia, then it would work. Then we in her checkups, in her regular checkups with the pediatrician, would mention that, hey, baby's getting constipated, and then his advice would be like, hey, just give her tons of water, cook her vegetables with maybe 5 mils of olive oil, or include olive oil, like all of these tips without actually checking the reason why baby is getting so constipated. So we continued like that. Like that was her daily life, that she wouldn't poop for 3 days. Like basically the only way she would go and poop is if we gave her medication, which didn't sit well with me and her dad as well. But if you're not told that, or you're not actually given, I don't know, permission to think that you can find a solution by a doctor, by a medical doctor, you wouldn't, I don't know, man, you don't think outside of how can I solve it if a medical doctor isn't in that trail of thought as well. So it continued. Then beginning of this year, it started getting really worse. We changed helpers, and that helper preferred like porridges, like your Nestum, your commercial porridges that you buy for babies. So we thought, okay, what the heck? That's what she prefers. Let's try it out. She'll probably eat it once a day. So we bought your porridges, different types of porridges. They have like different flavors. So we bought those, and baby got really constipated now. And honestly, like looking back, because now I know why she's getting so constipated. Okay, I'm telling the story highlighting the whole porridges issue because I know now what the issue is. But back then, We didn't just buy new porridges. We like started, when you change up a baby's diet and you're introducing things and you're not conscious of you introducing many different veggies, fruits, a lot of things. So you will never, if you're doing that all at the same time, you'll never know reason why baby's getting constipated. She started getting really constipated to a point where she would drink milk of magnesia, then she would go 5 days and milk of magnesia wouldn't work. You would see that her stomach is upset, but she still isn't going, to a point where I started giving like suppositories. Oh, and my baby hated that so much. Like, it really traumatized her. And I could see that, man. Like, we can't keep living like this, if babies like this. But you also, when asking around with other mothers, you, I don't know, you put at ease that a lot of mothers are experiencing constipation with their babies, and these are the solutions that they use: milk of magnesia. They will give suppositories or fake sunlight, like a homemade solution is take a sunlight bar soap, roll it up, put Vaseline, and then put it as a suppository in babies like button so that they go. So you put at ease that a lot of mothers have experienced this. And it's like a norm, honestly. It's like, no, just do this. And I get it, because honestly, you just want a solution that will work now. Like, you're looking at like the problem that you have and you desperately want something that will work now, and everyone is telling you that just do this, right? So that's what I did for some time, but still felt uneasy. Went to the doctor again. I think now she had turned 1, and it was really getting worse as she was getting older. Went to the doctor again, said, this girl is getting really constipated. I think he gave the same solutions. And then she was also quite sickly. Like, she even went to the hospital when she was 6 months for like RSV, but she would get she would get sick easily, even though she isn't a crash child. So concurrently with going to the doctor and saying that baby's constipated, doctor also tested baby for any allergies, because she was getting so sick. And he came back and he said that baby is not allergic, but has a sensitivity towards the protein in cow's milk or any other milk, right? So both, okay, so she has that sensitivity. And we asked, okay, should we stop giving her cow's milk? Because at that point, I was drinking cow's milk and eating a lot of like cheese and all of your dairy products, which transfers to baby because I'm breastfeeding. And also baby was eating like cow's milk products. Like, we would introduce cheese to her and a lot of other things like yogurts. So we asked, should we stop that if she has an insensitivity towards it? He said no. They normally grow out of these insensitivities. Just make sure that you give her yogurt at least once a day. So we did that. We did that, and I don't know, baby would get better. Like, she would we would increase vegetables and do all of these tricks. Then after like 2-3 months, it would get really bad. So let me just tell the story of recently. Recently, she went a week without without taking a poo, and I was panicking because I was giving her medication. I was giving her suppositories. Even suppositories weren't working. Then I decided, hey, like when we were younger and you couldn't go, your parents would give you an enema, right? Enema in English, others call it ispate, others call it uyacin, basically. And there are solutions in Dischem for babies who are constipated. So I got that damn. I gave her an enema, and when I tell you, that thing traumatized both me and her, and I will never do that thing again. Oh, my baby was not okay. She cried and did not want to stop. the betrayal that you could see. And she didn't even, you know how babies like quickly forget, especially after she had pooped. Like you would expect that she'll quickly forget. Now she's relieved, and then she'll like want to come back to you and hug you. Mine did not forget. She was upset. She was so upset, and I promised myself that I would never do that. So we went to the doctor now recently again after that incident, because even after giving her enema, now things got worse because she was so traumatized from the enema. She started holding ebe ming. I don't know what minga is, but she would hold in the poop whenever it wanted to come out, which made her more constipated on top of the constipation that she had. So when I tell you I was going through a lot, like I was heartbroken because why does this child not want to poop? What's the matter? And over the months again, I would try to get things out of her diet and mine to try and test what is making this baby constipated. I was on iron supplements because I am anemic. Then I did some research, which is ChatGPT, and I asked because I remember when I was pregnant and on a certain iron supplements, I got really constipated. So I thought, what if me drinking iron supplements are making her constipated because her tummy is sensitive? Then I researched that can iron supplements pass through breast milk to constipate baby? It is a possibility. So I stopped iron supplements, which did a number on my mental health. But I think that will be a story for another day. I stopped iron supplements. She got a bit better. Then I tried to stop other things that I suspected caused the constipation. I stopped oats because I noticed that whenever she ate oats, she'd get constipated, which was funny because other people, oats makes them regular. Chia seeds. And like I would put a lot of liquids. Like I would make them overnight in milk. I used to give her chia seeds, make them overnight in milk. Then in the morning when she's going to eat them, put in yogurt and put in more milk. And if you're hearing that and remembering how she has milk sensitivity to milk protein, keep a note of that. So that would make her constipated. I'd notice avocados were making her constipated. So I'd stop these things and I wouldn't see the constant in these things. Like they seemed so different to me, and why are these things making my baby constipated? Sharp. So we go to the doctor. We go to the doctor. Okay, in conclusion, basically, we found out that my baby is allergic to milk protein. She is allergic to wheat, and she was having a lot of wheat because if you remember the Nestums that we bought, a lot of these baby porridges are made from wheat. She also was having wheat bix, which are basically wheat. So she's allergic to that. She's also allergic to maize, which is funny because like we eat a lot of maize, hey? Like if it's not like porridge in the morning, you eat pap, you eat umpokoko, we use a lot of maize meal in our diet, which is both me and her. She's allergic to that. What else? Because there seem to be like quite a long list. No, it's actually that. It's actually just that. Just those three things. But they seem small. But looking at the allergy to milk protein, you can't have alternatives to it, like buying your lactose-free milk or your lactose-free cheeses or yogurts, because she's not lactose intolerant, where they can remove the lactose. She is allergic to the milk protein, which there are no products that have the milk protein removed. So basically, there's no other alternatives I can give my child for milk, for a milk protein allergy. I searched if goat's milk or any other alternative milk and alternative animal milk have this like milk protein or whatever they do. So I can't give her that. I can only give her plant-based alternatives that won't have the milk protein. So your soya-based products, your almonds, your oats. So now she'll have to stop. What she had to do now is to stop eating any like milk and yogurts and stuff. But also we were using growth milk for her. So we were using Inido to do her porridges. And Inido is cow's milk, right? So yeah, I was saying we had to stop using Inido and we had to research like a growth milk that she can use with her porridges. And we found, damn, it's like an isomil. I forgot this thing. Maybe I'll try taking a picture and inserting it. It's a soy-based formula / growth milk. So she's been using that now. We had to exclude any wheat products, so she will stop wheat bakes. She'll stop all of these nestams that have like wheat, as well as nestams that have maize as well. Which means that the only porridges that she can eat from your grains will be, there's a millet porridge, there's an oats porridge, there's a rice porridge. So she's limited to those 3 porridges, unless we can also make pearl barley porridge, which I made in this channel for her, and try to find other grains that she's not allergic to that we can use as porridges for her. So yeah, that has been the journey to find that out, and it hasn't been easy finding these things out. You literally had to speak for your child in these doctors' visits, and sometimes even go against what doctors saying, because he wasn't taking this milk allergy thing seriously. He was saying that's something that would pass, and it didn't pass. Like, it got worse. And when you do your research, like when you on the internet a lot, I know they say that this will increase your anxiety and you shouldn't listen to it because medical professionals are trained for this. But when you go to the internet, it does say that there is a possibility that if your child has an allergy to the milk protein, it will irritate her digestive system. And when that happens, because it's irritated, food will move slower and she'll get constipated. And I honestly believe that's what has been happening with my child, to a point where after making all of these replacements and just trying it out, she's fine now. She's much more happier. She's much more relaxed. My baby, even the times that she would get really constipated, she would have a rash that was here, and I thought it was the sun because it's summer now and she's taking a lot of walks outside. I thought maybe it's the sun. She'd have a rash here, like in these places, and now her rash is gone. And we even thought, okay, maybe let's like try to give her wheat bix again, just to see if this wheat allergy is it. The next day she got a rash again. Like, it's crazy. And when you look back, you do have a guilt that maybe I should have like noticed this before. But honestly, I knew there was a problem, and I tried to eliminate things. I just didn't know what it was. But advice I'd give you is that to never give up and just accept that your child is just a constipated child. If you have the resources to go to a doctor, to order tests, bully them into ordering these tests, because at the end of the day, you're the one paying for the test, not them. So even if they think it's not necessary, stand up for, not just for yourself. If you don't have a kid, stand up for yourself as well, not just standing up for your child. If you don't have a child, learn how to stand up for yourself now before child comes, so that it's easier for you to advocate for your child. So that's what me and my partner have had to do these past couple of weeks, to advocate for our daughter. It's worked out, and I hope it continues to be okay. But I just made this video just to make you guys aware that there are these sort of allergies, and if your baby's struggling, even if it's like constipation and it's like a norm that babies get constipated, don't accept it for your child. Try to make your child's life more comfortable, more bearable. They can't be struggling at such a young age, right? So yeah, that's the purpose why I made this video, and also to reflect back, if coming back from the future, to see the struggles that us as parents, like me and my partner, have had in raising our daughter. And I wouldn't want any other parent to have these struggles. So that's why I'm trying to provide as much information as I can, much awareness as I can to my struggles, so that anyone, whether you're not a parent now or you are, you don't face the same struggles. But yeah, basically advocate for your child and take allergies seriously. I thought allergies like constituted breaking out in hives, and my baby did have an allergic reaction when we first gave her eggs, but she's grown out of that. Like, she broke out in hives like literally within 10 minutes. Like, she had things in her back, and I thought that was, honestly, I thought that was an allergy. If it's not breaking out hives, you can't breathe, your throat closes up. But if something is irritating your digestive system, if it's irritating your anything in that way, if you're getting rashes when you eat this, it doesn't seem serious, and constipation isn't taken seriously, but it's life and death. If you can eat every day, you need to take out that food, right? It can't be staying in your stomach and making you uncomfortable. So just making a note, like awareness with allergies. They can literally be anything. Try to find, if you can, if you afford to, try and find out if your baby has any allergies, or if you have any allergies, because we grow up and there's certain things that impact us in a certain way, but we don't take it seriously. Please take it seriously. Your body is trying to tell you that it does not like this thing. Yeah. So that is my 2 cents on the matter. Yeah. Bye.